And welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. There we go. This afternoon we're watching and reacting to Forge FC versus CS Saint-Laurent 2026 Canadian Championship quarterfinals, second leg. As you can tell by the aggregate line. There we go, that looks better. 0-0 for the match, 1-1 on aggregate. We haven't begun yet, but here we are for the Canadian Championship second leg. We still had some today on Sunday. As you know, of course, we have the quarterfinal recap, semifinal prediction video coming out at some point tonight. I'm probably going to record this video, upload the Forge video, record the recap and prediction video, get that ready to go, and then maybe take a nap and then upload it when I'm back down, or upload that. Just wake up from my nap, upload it, then go back up, and either way. Sunday, where we're headlined by Les Saviors de Ligue du Québec against Ryan Ontario Forge FC. Good day. Let's go Forge. Let's go Forge. Forza Forge. How we doing? How we doing? Here we are for the second leg. It's 1-1 on aggregate. So, starting 11s are as follows. For Forge FC in goal, Dimitri Berthaud. The back four of Maxime Bourgeois, Daniel, Antoine Baptiste, and Marco Jevramovic. The midfield, center defensive midfield two, Ben Patton, Anthony Aromatario. The midfield three of Nana Ampoma, Tristan Borges, Jose Masunda, and up top, Brian Wright. They put out more of their best 11. They should. It's a tie aggregate and a tie game. So anything can happen here. Start 11 for Saint-Laurent in goal. Martin Cantona, the back four of Tariq Gamraoui. We have Abdul Muhayyem and Bucha. Abdul Muhayyem and Bucha. There we go. Nathan Goulet. Samir Morsley. So small type, I swear, on my computer. Maybe either way. Aylan Kanusi, Cedric Toussaint. We have Ryan Mala. We have Zakaria Bahus, who scored the goal. We have Saad Chouki. And Gabriel Wethalper Balbinotti. There we go. All right. So that is our starting 11 for this game in Tim Hortons Field. Of course, Forge is back at home because that's the way these work. Saint-Laurent wearing their white jerseys. Why does it look like Saint-Laurent ripped off one of Toronto's away kids? Much closer, much closer. Much closer. And this is the only game we're doing today because Montreal is leading Vancouver FC in their tie, so no hate watch, as you could tell. If it was still tied or Vancouver FC were leading that tie, I wouldn't be able to take a nap. And I don't know what I would have put out the quarterfinal recap, semifinal prediction, because there would have been a hate watch to do. But there's not, because Montreal leads Vancouver FC. The CPL side, Vancouver FC, of course. Calgary FC is getting the shit kicked out of them by Vancouver Whitecaps. So that's why we're doing the Home Run Derby tomorrow instead, because there's no reason for me to do the Can Champ game. It's 4-1 on aggregate. If away goals were counted, it would be even worse. But since they don't count away goals, still 4-1's hard to overcome, especially when I like Calvary. I respect Tommy Wheeldon Jr., but you're dealing with the Whitecaps here. You're probably screwed. It's over. And, oh, wait, you are at home, though. They are playing at Spruce Meadows. But either way, it'd be crazy if this Vancouver side, by the time it got dangerous, they would put on some of their best players, even if they don't start with their best 11. By the time it gets dangerous, they put on their best 11. And it would be dealt with, even if they didn't allow another goal. So, Either way. And then, of course, Atletico Ottawa Supra's second leg is on August 11th. Why? I don't know. Why? I don't know. But it is in Ottawa. The first leg was won 3-1 by Supra. Really? The team who upset Toronto can't figure out how to beat Supra. Are you kidding me? Well, that means Toronto would have lost to Supra. Really? Well, knowing us. You know what? You might be right. Knowing us, you might be right, actually. Knowing us, even if we did beat Ottawa, we would probably lost to Supra. You know what? You might be right. Either way. And we'll get going in Hamilton. Starting 11, Berteau, Jevremovic, Batiste, Daniel, Bourgeois, Patton, Aromatario, Borges, Ampoma, Wright, Masunda. Aromatario's definitely made a big statement to be in the starting 11 for Forge. Becker, Babuli on the bench, Aketakun on the bench, Fillion on the bench, Sadek, Jensen, Noah Jensen on the bench. Damn, okay. All right. Of course, the first leg was a 1-1 draw, as you can tell with the aggregate. I don't know if the score bug is going to be a full-time added thing, but I'm certainly going to keep it through the World Cup. Should I keep the score bug or Renzo Villanueva, the referee? I mean, I can't really do it for the home run derby. That's kind of hard to do. But tomorrow with the home run derby, I can't exactly add a score bug. That'd be hard to do. Star 11, Cantona, Morsley, Mahidine, Goulet, and Bucha, Gamraoui, Mla, Toussaint, Chauki, Canusi, Balbinotti, and Bahus for Saint-Laurent. And they put up a good fight today as well. Rixonar is Steel Day. Why does that name sound familiar? Canada. FC Laval, okay. Oh, no, he played there when they played Toronto as well. If that's why. That's why. I was like, that name sounds familiar. He was there when they played Toronto. Yeah. Or when Saint-Laurent played Toronto as well. Okay. I was like, that's familiar. Here we go. Here we go. Wearing the white is Saint-Laurent. Wearing the orange is Forge. I mean, Saint-Laurent still could have wore blue. Forge wore orange yesterday. Wait. Forge still wore their orange jerseys last game, yeah? How we doing? Forge still wore their orange jerseys last game, yeah? It's not like you have to wear the white jersey. Either way. Here we go. We'll get going at Tim Hortons Field. You know what? Now we're back at the time of the game starts at 08 after the top of the hour. You know, the one thing I love about the World Cup, even with the bells and whistles, it starts on time. It starts when they say the kickoff time is. It's not 8 minutes after the top of the hour bullshit. It starts when it says it's going to start. You can complain about everything else FIFA does, but at least they start when they say they're going to start. I forgot, club football does this 6 minutes, 8 minutes after the top of the hour bullshit. I didn't miss it at all. Saint-Laurent must become Saint Lunch Pail here if they want any chance. They're always Saint Lunch Pail. By God, there's a steel chair. I guess they got to fix the net or something. It's fine, I guess. Okay, it's fine, I guess. But they're always Saint Lunch Pail. I've never seen them not be. The few amount of matches I've seen them play. AKA mostly Canadian Championship games. I've never seen them not be Saint Lunch Pail. And we're off. 0-0 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate. The winner of this tie goes on to face the winner of the Super Atletico Ottawa tie. The loser goes home. The winner is 2 games away from playing a Canadian Championship final. So a little margin for errors, though, for them in this game. Well, it's better than last time. It's better than last time they were in this tournament. They were already down 3-0 after the first leg when Toronto went to Quebec 2 years ago. So, I mean, this is better. I'd rather have a 1-1 draw. And then, of course, they lost 11-1 on aggregate to Toronto FC. Now, you could say, well, Forge is a CPL side. The best CPL side there's ever been. It does kind of suck for Forge that they only have a 1-1 in this game. As it stands, we're going to penalties. Of course, we have a whole game to play before that happens. But, that'll be a corner for Forge. It kind of sucks for them. I mean, if we're really going to go there, it kind of sucks for Forge that they're only drawing Saint-Laurent 1-1. And arguably, Forge's best statistical start of a season. They have never been at 2.5 points per game. Shot. Goal! There it is! It's 1-0! Brian Wright puts it right. It's 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. Already, Brian Wright scores. Well, speaking of, well, there you go. Brian Wright scores for Forge FC. Puts away the rebound. Romatario with a header. And Poma crosses it through. Brian Wright is right there. There ain't no VAR, buddy. There ain't no VAR, buddy. It's going to count. Boom. Right in front of the goalie, and it's a goal. 1-0 Forge. 2-1 on aggregate. Two minutes in, 1-0. So, speaking of margin for error, that'll probably do it. Here comes ball crossed in, caught. 95% possession, one shot on goal. Ampoma with the assist. Brian Wright with the goal. 2-1 on aggregate. 1-0 on the night. Well, that was a way to start a game. AKA, what the hell were you doing? Well, I can't say I expected that. Can't say I expected that. Playing forward. Saint-Laurent has it at the back. Up the Forge. Very good start for them with the Brian Wright goal and Poma with the assist. 2-1 on aggregate. Can they keep this pushing? Make sure, I mean, I'm not saying the game's over right now, but that's a horrible start for Saint-Laurent. Saint Lunch Pail. Not right now. I mean, damn. Where was this in the last game? Where was this in the first leg? I know this is your better 11, but you're still Forge FC. Where was this in the first leg? Well, they got to kick up the ass, I'll tell you that much. Corner. I'll tell you that much. They got to kick up the ass. I've never seen Forge play lackadaisically as they did in that first leg. I've never seen them be high on their own supply like they were in that first leg. I've never seen them act like, oh, we're Forge FC. We're better than you, like they did that first leg. But they got a swift kick up the ass. And this is the real Forge. Header, across, headed away. I've never seen. That first leg is still. I mean, they had the chances to put this damn thing away on, what, Wednesday, Thursday? Whenever the first leg was. Wednesday, yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah, Wednesday. They had chances, but, you know, all these days are, every day's like blending together for me at this point with all these World Cup games. That's all. Playing forward. Shot! Wide. See, this is the Forge I'm used to seeing. Jevramovic puts it wide. This is the Forge I'm used to seeing. Now, of course, there may be games that I've missed for reasons since they've started where they've played lackadaisically and played like our Forge FC, but not to that extent. Not to the extent that happened on Wednesday. That was, as long as they win the tie, I guess it doesn't matter. But, you know. I know how Forge plays. They play like they're the underdog against everybody. They play with like they have a point to prove. That is not how they played on Wednesday. But that's how they're playing today. So, yep, swift kick up the ass, yeah. Because this is Forge's best statistical start to a season. If you look at what, hold on. Let's go to Smirniotis' profile. They have a 1.8 points percentage, or that's historically. I guess you have to get that through the seasons. Okay, there we go. 2.6 point percentage. Points per game. It's the best they've ever done. They've only played 12 games in the Canadian Premier League. You have the Can Champ and CONCACAF Champions Cup. I'm sure that gets knocked down. But either way, their best season points per game is 2019. 2 points per game. With both the fall and spring seasons together and the playoffs. 1.9 in 2020, but that was the Island Games. 1.8 in 2021. How we doing, Isaiah? 1.7 in 2022. 1.5 in 2023, and they still won the trophy. Either way, 1.8 and 1.9. Of course, there's still half a season to play in the Canadian Premier League, so I'm sure that 2.6 will drop. But it's their best statistical start. Or at least from where I'm checking. This could be Forge's best season ever. Let's put it like that. Way outpacing even 2019. At least points-wise. If you don't win the trophy, does it matter? I guess not. But either way. Out for a goal kick. But if they hold on to that 2.6 points percentage, that's crazy. They got Pacific FC next. I'm sure they're going to hold on to it. Yeah. At least for the next game, they're going to hold on to it because Pacific is garbage. Pacific is utter garbage this year. Utter garbage. They have not picked up a win yet. And the next game will be their 13th game. So, yeah, I'd be surprised if Pacific picks up anything more than a draw, let alone a draw. Inteb Toronto on July 26th. They're 6th place, but They are still like 20 points off. That sounds good. Cheater Buster, is it like romantic cheating or test cheating? That's my only question. 10th minute, Halifax Wanderers on the 2nd, Vancouver FC on August the 7th, Calgary on August 15th, Supra on August 19th, Over the Bar by Forge, Pacific on the 22nd, Supra August 28th, September 5th. Sept 12, September 19th, September 26th, October 3rd, October 12th. October 25th is their last regular season game against Pacific. Test cheating. Well, that would be romantic. It's an AI odyssey for partner as dating apps can track their activity in said apps. That's interesting. 1-0. That would be romantic cheating, not test cheating. Playing forward. I guess it tests for cheating, but it's not that either way. 11th minute. Oh, that's out for a corner. Corner for Forge. th minute. Damn. Header goes down. That'll be cleared. Forge gets there first, but that's cleared as well. Give me penalty, please. $3,500 a month? Damn. Give me penalty, please. Give me freedom. Give me fire. Give me penalty or I retire. Playing forward. Ball crossed in. Where? What? Get the ball. Shoot. Cleared away. Well, Forge is all over Saint-Laurent. That's the good news. The bad news is it's only 1-0. Well, I guess that's not bad news, but whatever. 12th minute. That's true. Aston Villa are in the process of finalizing a move to sign Johan Monzambi from Freiburg. Ooh. The Newcastle fans are going to be mad. Fourteenth minute. Oh. Playing in. Oh. Nice. 14th minute, 1-0. Playing forward. Ah. Blocked away. Headed on. 15th minute. 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate, of course. And that's caught. That'll be a goal kick. Forge dominating the game, but they haven't got more than one goal. Why do I have a feeling this is going to end badly? Who knows? Now, of course, we'll also have the review for this match once it's over. And then I will have the round of quarterfinal recap, semifinal prediction video sometime tonight. What I think I'm going to do is record this game, upload this game's video, record the quarterfinal recap, semifinal predictions, take a nap, wake up, put the Home Run Derby stream on Rumble. It's already on YouTube, but of course Rumble's stupid like that. You have to do one at a time. And upload the quarterfinal prediction or recap semifinal prediction video on YouTube while I'm doing that, and then all that. One more goal in the first half. I mean, I would think so, the way Forge are playing. Forge are on their ass. They should score a goal in 30 minutes. Well, 20, 45, 29 minutes. They should score a goal in 29 minutes. Plus stoppage time, yeah. I'd be shocked if they didn't. If you're trying to bet, I'd be shocked if they didn't, the way they're playing. Ball crossed in. Bourgeois header, that's out for corner. Last touch by the defender as it was going out. It's corner. 17th minute. 1-0 to Forge, 2-1 on aggregate. Winner goes to the semifinal of the Canadian Championship to play Supra or Atletico Ottawa, which right now it looks like Supra du Quebec. Supra du Quebec. That was weird. Supra du Quebec. There we go. That's better. Either way. Corner again, 18th minute. Ball crossed in. Header. Forge. Bourgeois caught. So they would have to go back to Stade Boreal if they win this tie and Saint-Laurent holds on August 11th, because for some reason, just a little bit under a month away, the second leg of the quarterfinals of their ties played on August 11th. If they hold on over Ottawa, they'll have to go back to Stade Boreal before they played at Tim Hortons Field to have the second leg of that tie. Of course, in the semifinal, they're 2 games away from the Canadian Championship final, which one will probably be in Vancouver. Second of all, well, I think either way, 18th minute. Either way. But yeah, there should be a second goal in the first half. I'd be surprised if there isn't. 20th minute. Good cross. Switch of play. Ball crossed in, blocked away. Saint-Laurent. Oh! Yeah, it's a free kick the other way. Yeah, that's understandable. Player down hurt. That'd be crazy. What if there's a Argentina-France match, but it's played for third place in the World Cup? That would be crazy. If Argentina France happened anyway, but it was the third place game, that would be nuts. That would be nuts. And in that case, would Mbappe and Messi even play? If somehow Argentina and France are playing next Saturday instead of Sunday, would Messi and Mbappe even play? If that was the third place game. If France-Argentina did happen, but it was the third place game, and somehow Spain-England was the final. Do you think Messi and Mbappe would even play that third place game? Neither of them have ever played a third place game because the Euros doesn't have a third place game. Wait. Well, Copa America, well, maybe. Okay, I haven't checked Copa America, but Mbappe's never played a third place game. World Cup final, World Cup. We'll see. In a World Cup, Messi's never played a third place game because they've made two finals. He's won one and lost one. We'll see what happens this year. And then he's went out pretty early comparatively when they don't go to the final. So could be his furthest non-final run. But Copa America, of course, that's a different story. I know there was a third place match last time when Canada played it. I know because Canada played it. They better. And that is a free kick for Saint-Laurent. I mean, I guess they're both going for the golden boot. They might play. I guess they're both going for the golden boot because goals in the third place game count to the golden boot. So if they're both going for the golden boot, I think they might play. If one's already got it wrapped up, which, I mean, if they're in the third place game, I guess they're either tied or one's ahead of the other by one, depending. They're tied as we speak. Yeah, they're both tied on 8 with 2 games to play, no matter what they would be. So the question is, if they're tied on the golden boot, I guess they both play. If one's ahead of the other by 1, I guess they both play. There's no way they both play in the third place match if one of them's way ahead on the golden boot. Unless, Messi scores 2 for Argentina and England wins 3-2. Or I guess the opposite for Spain versus France. Mbappe 2, but Spain has 3 goals by 3 different guys. 23rd minute. I guess something like that. Either way. And then Messi doesn't score. That's out for a corner for Forge, I guess. Either way. I guess they might for the golden boot. Yeah. Because I'm sure either of them. Holland's out of the golden boot race, of course. He got eliminated. Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are right. I mean, they both have 6 goals. They scored 2 over their final 2 games. They could tie both of them. So they could still win the golden boot. Header punched away. They're not out of it by any means. Corner for Forge, or cross for Forge. Oh, right to the goalie. That was a pretty good 24th minute. So, in that theory, But either way. Water break. What's the... See, what is it in Hamilton right now? 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Water break. Huh? I guess it must feel hotter than 79 degrees Fahrenheit, or Fat Mom must be lying, because a water break for 79 degrees Fahrenheit? Bro. Come on. Really? The humidity must be high as hell. The heat index must be hell. Because just 79 degrees Fahrenheit, water break? Bro. I'm just glad there's no commercials. Well, I know FIFA has done freaking water breaks in domes, but they're doing that to sell commercials. 26 minute, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Yep, y'all are definitely Canadian. This is definitely a Canadian game. Yep, it is. 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Like, I gotta see the heat index be around like freaking, it feels like 85 or like 87. Like, that's freaking disastrous. But either way, 27th minute. Hold on. I gotta look this up. Is Fob Mob lying? They might be. Hamilton, Ontario weather. There we go. 80 degrees. 79, 80. Heat event begins Monday. Maximum temperatures of 30 to 36 degrees Celsius. Well, this is Sunday. So that doesn't even... 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. That's a freaking water break. Okay. All right. As I said, I've been in Mississippi wearing a suit in August in 95, 97, almost 100 degree heat, probably 100 with a heat index, and I didn't even get swamp ass. 80's a water break, my ass. Yep, definitely Canadians. $80 degrees Fahrenheit. Can't handle it, can you? That's the good thing about having the Mississippi blood with the Canadian heart. I can handle the hot weather and I can handle the cold weather. 80, that's nothing. 27 Celsius, that's nothing. Come on. That's nothing. I've been in the Delta wearing a suit in almost 100 degree heat index, 100 plus degree heat index, and I didn't even get swamp ass. And I've done it twice. $80 degrees. Oh, man. I love y'all, but you can't handle the heat, can you? You ain't... Man, I want to see how you'd be in Mississippi. I want to see how you'd be in the Delta in August. That humidity and that heat, y'all would die. Y'all would die. 29th minute. Y'all would die. 1-0. I can wear shorts in 50-degree, 45, 50-degree weather, and I cannot get swamp ass in a suit in 100-plus degree heat index. I can handle both. I'm lucky. I can handle both. I'm lucky. Sometimes it's a good thing, eh? Y'all didn't even show ads. Might as well. Forge playing the ball back, 31st minute. I guess Mississippi blood, Canadian heart is a good thing in my book, I guess, yeah. Makes me better. I'm kidding. Well, I'm not trying to be harsh, but I guess. 31st minute, but I guess. 31st minute. Also, I guess if I ever have a cookout, you're going to know what soul food tastes like, so I guess that's better as well. What you know about Delta hot tamales? What you know, my family's potato salad recipe, the best potato salad recipe out there. You can't make it like me, though, so you have to come to my damn cookout, you know. You'll see. Fried catfish with the cornmeal and the hush puppies. Let's see what else we got. Or Thanksgiving or Christmas, yeah, when you talk about deviled eggs and we good? We good. 32nd minute. We're good? Let's see. Now we're good. Played over the top. But again, you also you can't make my recipes, but my recipes are the best. Chicken fried steak, hamburger steaks. I could go on and on. Crab bake, crab bowl, tuna fish sandwich, tuna salad. I mean, my fried rice is pretty good, but I wouldn't say that's soul food. But I mean, either way. But I guess my either way. 34th minute. Enough about that. What y'all know about soul food? Oh, no, that's not. Oh. Ooh. World Cup clips of South African footballer Jaden Adams have resurfaced following his death and amid unconfirmed reports that he'd been struggling with severe depression. Oh, no. Man, that sucks. Throw in for Saint-Laurent. I didn't expect to see that. Cleared away. Damn. I mean, that just makes... I mean, sudden illness sucks, but struggling with depression and then passing from it, oh man, that just sounds worse if you're gonna die young, to be honest. Damn. 36 minute. Playing forward. Forge trying to get a second goal. One 0. I guess there might not be a second goal this half. 9 minutes to go. More like 8 minutes to go in the half. Plus stoppage time, of course. 2-1, 1-0. Why does this feel like it's going to end badly? Why does this feel like they'll get one off the counter and send this to penalties? Because, I don't know. Forge has had a lot of possession and a lot of chances, and they haven't really finished them. I know this ain't Toronto FC, but my spidey senses are tingling. This is not good. Header goes down. Offside. Yeah. My spidey senses are tingling. I don't like what I'm seeing. Let's make sure. Okay. My spidey senses are tingling. I don't like what I'm seeing. Thirty-eighth minute. Thirty-eighth minute. Thorns are losing 1-0 versus Seattle. Damn. That sucks. 39th minute. Goes forward. Oh. Shot blocked away. Ooh. Thirty-ninth minute. 39th minute free kick for Saint-Laurent. Free kick for Saint-Laurent. 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. I added the score bug. I guess I should keep the score bug then. Okay. Playing over the top. Cleared away. So I guess I should keep the score bug, is what you're saying. Another free kick for Saint-Laurent. I mean, with a home run derby, I can't put a score bug up for that. But every other thing, I will. One All-Star Skills Challenge. I guess. Ugh. But every game, I will. All-Star Skills Challenge and home run derby, that's kind of hard to do. But, oh, I forgot about... Oh, damn, I forgot about that. Some looked weird. I knew... Hold on. Let me add that as well. Almost forgot. There we go. That looks better. I knew something was off. 42nd minute. I guess Forge won't score a second goal this half. .42nd minute. I guess we will keep the score bug after the World Cup then. Ball crossed in and caught. Saint-Laurent starting to push the other way. .43rd minute. .44th minute. Yep. Yep. Lindsey Graham passed away yesterday. It is what it is. 44th minute. It is what it is. That's my reaction. It is what it is. 44th minute. Yellow card for Ampoma. How many minutes of stoppage time? 3 minutes of stoppage time. "45th minute. I mean, when you take away everybody's faults, I guess they're. I mean, when you take away everybody's perceived faults, I guess they're decent. You know? "46th minute. I guess everybody can be decent when you look at things from a different lens. "46th minute. Like, you could look at, hey, if you take away the fact OJ killed his wife, he's decent, you know? If you take away the fact OJ killed his wife and the other guy, yeah, he's decent, I guess. If you take away the fact that R. Kelly, well, the less said, the better. I guess, you know. If you take away the fact. So, I mean, there's my point. Let's see. 47th minute. "47th minute. "1-0, 2-1. But that's where I'll leave it. That's where I'll leave it. 48th minute. I'll leave it with vital information for your everyday life. "48th minute. You know, header over the bar. And it's halftime, 1-0. Forge probably should have had more goals in that half. We'll take it. 1-0. One 0 at the half, 2-1 on aggregate. 45 more minutes to go. We'll take a short break now. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. Let's fix this. Either way, we'll take a short break now. Talk about the stats. Get this one going. 1-0. Early goal by Forge. Nothing else. This is tingling my spotty senses badly. It ain't Toronto FC, but it's tingling my spotty senses badly. With that being said, 45 more minutes. Let's see how this plays out. 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. Sit tight, be back. Short break. We are back for the stats at the half. FIFA, England, France, and Spain in the semifinals. Man out of Montreal would like it. Not bad. Stats at the half. 59% possession, 41% possession. 6 shots to 0. 1 shot on goal to 0. We got 198 accurate passes to 132. 84% pass accuracy to 79. We got 6 corners to 0. 6 shots to 1. When did it become 6 shots to 1? Okay, 6 shots to 1. 1 shot on goal to 0. Damn. 235 pass to 172. 84% pass accuracy to 80. 11 throws to 11. 2 offside to 1. 0 yellow cards, 0. 0 red cards, 0. 8 fouls, 3. 1-0 at the half. Forge have been the better team. They should have scored multiple goals. No, because, I mean, they still play, like, multiple games in the fall and winter and spring. I think they'll do it in the summer when it's needed, but I don't think they're going to do it every game because that would just be stupid. But then again, do ads even pay them money on Apple TV, to be honest? I mean, I'm just getting used to the fact they're flipping the schedule to be the European style. I'm just starting to give it a chance. But I'm just starting to give that a chance. Diego Forlan to become the Uruguay manager. What? $17 goals scored for Argentina, 6 conceded. 16 scored for France, and 2 conceded. England scored 13, 6 conceded. Spain have scored 11, conceded 1. Wait, what? Yeah, Forlan is going to be per give and go. Diego Forlan is at the wheel. According to various reports, Uruguay national team legend Diego Forlan will become both Uruguay U20 manager and senior team manager, interim manager until March 2027. He'll be reevaluated for a long-term contract after the March international window. Well, they just screwed Bielsa. He was amazing in the 2010 World Cup. I agree, but either way. I mean, yeah, he was amazing in the World Cup, but, like, why are we... I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, is he a good coach, or were they just hiring him because he was amazing for the national team? Either way. I think Forge have been the better team. It's kind of cool. I won't lie. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. How are you doing? That it is kind of cool, but is it going to end well? But then again, at least he's only an interim for until March 2027. So if it's not going to end well. But what is letting a guy coach friendlies and coach the U20s? Doc will be on his way out if the Habs get Mantha. Honestly, that's not a bad 1-for-1 at all, honestly. Or I should say getting rid of one guy to get the other, even if it's not. Either way, second half about to start. 1-0. Hold on, let's fix this. Will Forge... Wait, wrong game. There we go. Forge do better. Cristo Fernandez, the Ted Lasso guy, made his pro debut for a USL Championship club. That's dope. Yeah, I agree. That's cool that he made his debut. I love that. I love that. Is it more PR? Probably, but who cares? That's awesome. And we're off in the second half, 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate. Forge have been the way better team, but they haven't scored besides that first goal in the first 2 minutes. Either Saint-Laurent's going to get one back. Saint-Laurent's been defending well, but Forge have had their chances. They just can't score. Whether it's been defended away, whether it's been a bad shot, whether the cross has been blocked, they just haven't scored a second. Yeah, I know. It is cool. I agree. Hell, I'd buy an El Paso Cristo Fernandez jersey. If I could just buy multiple jerseys at a time, I'd buy his jersey. Because I think that's cool. Even though I don't care at all about El Paso. Like, there's no reason for me to care. But Saint-Laurent goes, tries to round the keeper, back heel, that'll be cleared. 46th minute. I mean, Forge have played better in this game. Forge have played like the Forge we know and love. That's not the problem. Saint-Laurent has not let this become a blowout. They've done a good job of not letting this become a blowout. That's out for a throw-in for Forge. That's the good news for them. If they can make it a 1-1 tie in the second leg, they'll go to penalties. And who knows what happens there. Playing forward. 47th minute. Do you think the players from the under 20 have a chance of making it to the 2030 World Cup? I mean, yeah. I mean, I think Canada's players, there are some Canadian players who have a chance on that U20 roster. Let me check and see if those squads are out yet. Starts, what, 2 weekends from now? Oh, there we go. CONCACAF Championship U20. There we go. See if that's out. 2026. Qualifying. Squads. Format. I mean, there we go. 47th minute. Cleared away. This was the 2026 match. June 2026. Maurice Ravello tournament. Okay, that'll do. Let's see. Shola Jimo, of course. Shola. I think Shola is going to make it. I'm on the 48th minute. I think Shola could make it to the World Cup. Graham Roach. Owen Graham Roach is a talented player that I think has a chance to make it. Kozlovsky. Gaboglo. Nathaniel Abraham maybe is a third keeper. For sure. But yeah, Shola, Graham Roach. We'll see how Liam McKenzie turns out. Kozlovsky, Gaboglo, Nathaniel Abraham's the third keeper maybe. Or a backup. We'll see where that goes. Añero from LAFC 2. The Evan Brown player from FC Köln. Maybe that's some out of that. Jesse Saputo from Bologna. Oh, that's just a Nepo baby. That's just a Nepo baby. 49th minute. Because you're definitely behind with one soccer. Well, I got FS2. Canada U20's top. Shola and Sergei Kozlovsky. First team bound. I agree. Kozlovsky, first team. Yeah. What about Roach? Elijah Roach playing for Sturm Graz. He's a solid player, but again, there's only a certain amount of spots. But I'm sure he'll get time to play during Gold Cups. If this CONCACAF, this Canadian team, U20 team, makes the Olympics and makes the U20 World Cup, yeah. He'll get time to play. He'll get time to play there. He could show out. I think he's a solid player, but he's like with Liam McKenzie. He's on that with Liam McKenzie. I think they're solid players. Walter Sedin. Wait, is that one of the Sedin's kids? Hold on. Henrik Sedin, yeah. Either way. Jesse Saputo won't be, but Elijah Roach, solid player. But he's on that level with Liam McKenzie for me. That I think he's good. He's talented. Has a little bit more development to do, but certainly could end up being a Gold Cup player during this cycle, at least. And we'll see what goes from there. And also, of course, the Olympics and the U20 World Cup, if they make one of those two, and the Pan Ams as well, if they make those. So if those go well for him and this qualifying tournament goes well for him, I could see him being a Gold Cup level player, and then he builds from there, sort of like Liam McKenzie. Shola, I mean, I don't see how he wouldn't be on the main team. If not in 2030, he'd be 22. He's better than Luashedi already, I think. Let me be real. I think Shola Jimo's better than Luashedi already. Is he better than Promise David? I don't know. Is he better than Jonathan? I think the jury's out there. Do I think he's going to out? Could he be better than Tajon as well? Yeah. Could he be better than Liam Miller / Schaffelberg / Ali Ahmed? For sure. Like, there's a place for him. And Owen Graham Roach as well. There's a place for them both. 7 games, 7 goals for him. There's a place for them both. For sure. Kozlovsky, there's a place for him. Schott probably could be a Laredo replacement. Probably. Let's see. But here's a chance. Saint-Laurent wide. Oh, Lord, this is not. But, yeah, I mean, I like what I'm seeing there. Gaboglo as well. Could have a good chance. Richard Chukwu as well. Anton Bossenberry. Playing in qualifying. Definitely solid player. Richard Chukwu, and a solid player. Zane Bruno. I mean, they got solid players. Ball crossed in. Headed away. Ryan Alumi. Oh, yeah, he's Tunisian now. Playing forward. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ooh. That would have been good if they had him, but nope. Guess not. 54th minute. Canada needs a playmaker. Well, the good news is... Ooh. I mean, they have Marcelo Flores. That's the good news. Once Marcelo Flores comes back, I think they have that playmaker. I love Eustachio, but he's more of a dual 8. Like, he can make plays, but he's not a playmaker. He's not a 6 either. And Chouanier, I like Mathieu Chouanier, but again, sort of more like Eustachio. But the thing that makes me, like, I have to say, and I guess I could at some point do a video about Canada at the World Cup, even though they've been eliminated. Like, once the World Cup, the dust settles and all that, I could do a video about where we go from here. I guess I could. But, you know, for me, I think Marcelo Flores is that playmaker. And he's still going to be young enough to play the 2030 World Cup. And I really believe if he didn't blow out his knee, I really believe things might have gone a bit differently. Just like Ishmael Kone, I'd say he's more of the 6 than anything else, and we need him as well. But if one of those injuries didn't happen, I think things go different. If Kone doesn't get his leg broken and Flores doesn't blow out his knee, I think we win that group. We might even beat Bosnia. We might have won all 3 games. And then we play Algeria and beat Algeria. And then do we beat Colombia the way Colombia was playing? And how good our defense is? Shit, we would have been playing Argentina. And who knows? You know, those injuries really changed everything, I have to say. To me, if Canada has Marcelo Flores and Ishmael Kone playing and a healthy Moise Bombito playing with Luc de Fugero, and we have a effective Jonathan David and Promise David's healthy, but if we have Marcelo Flores, I think Jonathan David is more effective because I think he's better with the ball being played to his feet than crosses. We needed Marcelo Flores, and we needed Ishmael Kone. But I think with Bosnia, if we had Flores, when Kone was playing, we would have beat them. I believe that. We have Flores. Of course, we beat Qatar. We already did that. With Switzerland, if we had Flores and Kone, I think we win that game. I do. Because we had our chances to take the lead in the first half, just like the Morocco game. We didn't. And then we blew it in the first 2 minutes of the first 15 minutes of the second half, sort of like the Morocco game. But I'm sure that would be different had those guys were not injured. And of course, that's nothing to say about Alphonso Davies being hurt, but even with Davies hurt, if we had those guys, I think they make more of a difference than Alphonso. I really do. But when you don't have those guys, you need Alphonso Davies. But I think Flores, Kone, Bombito make more of a difference than Alphonso Davies does. If you have them all. Jensen coming on for Forge. If you have them all, Marcelo Flores, Tigres Marcelo Flores, who's now playing for Canada. Yeah. Borges coming off for Jensen. I mean, did you not see him playing those March friendlies? He legitimately, we looked awesome with him on. If he could get back to his old self after the injury, which in 2026 with the ACL injury, you should be able to. I'm not too worried about it. The same 2008. Swarovski did a Pavel, Datsuk in the shootout. It was nasty. Nice. 58th minute. So again, I think 2030, even Schaff was not fully fit. I mean, how many players were fully fit? I mean, Bombito wasn't fully fit. Schaffelberg wasn't fully fit. David, Promise David wasn't fully fit. Jonathan, maybe there was something going on with him. Eustachio was fit. Osorio, for what it's worth, I guess was fit. Luc de Fugero was fit. Richie, getting older, but he was fit. So, I mean, again, we did get hammered by injuries. That was what everybody was worried about. We still got to the round of 16. Ali Ahmed as well, yes. I mean, we got hammered with injuries. So, I mean, that's enough about that. But I'm actually very positive. And if the USA doesn't keep Pochettino, I like our chances to win the Nations League. I really do. Because if our players, if Kone is back by the Nations League and we let him play, if Flores is back by the Nations League semifinal and final, we let him play. Davies, I'm sure he'll be back, but he certainly won't be able to play a third place game. We just have to get past a lower level team in November to play that quarterfinal, or that semifinal, I should say. Forge advantage played. Our luck, it'll probably be Curacao. But Jamaica, Curacao, Suriname, Honduras, somebody of that ilk will come to BMO. We'll go there, and they'll come to BMO in November to play that semifinal. Marcelo is better than Liam Miller. What are you talking about? What? What? That's just delusional. Like, you might not like Marcelo, but he's worse than Liam Miller. You are delusional. Well, you don't know how. I mean, decent's pretty damn good for us, by the way. But Marcelo was carrying Tigres until he blew out his knee. Or I thought he had a really good season for Tigres in the Clausura. I thought he did. But when he played for Canada in the March friendlies, though, oh my God, he looked good. He looked really good. Showing exactly the point I'm trying to make. Especially, they were both at BMO, I think. But was it the... Either way, he was good in those March friendlies. You have to remember, Alex is a Chivas fan. He's biased. Very biased. He thinks Chivas players are the best players. If you're not a Chivas player, you're not good to him. It was Iceland. Now it was the second game. It was the night game. Tunisia. He looked good against Tunisia. That was a really good game. I know it was 0-0, but he looked really good in that game. The Iceland game was the one he didn't exactly play that much of. Now the Tunisia game, he looked really good. Or wait. Well, he started. I thought he started. He started the Tunisia game. Maybe he came on. My bad. I'm blanking a little bit, I guess. Oh, it's a tie game for the Blue Jays versus the Padres. Okay, good. Good. Maybe he came on as a sub against Iceland. I'm blanking. But I know he played against Tunisia. He looked really good in that game, even if it was a 0-0 draw. Headed away. I have to look back at the Iceland game, actually. I have to look back at that. If I could even try. The full thing? Probably not, to be honest. Ernie Clement hit a homer. 2-run homer. Oh, he tied the game. Okay, good. Okay. Let me see some here. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. 2-2 draw with Iceland. Flores. He came on in the 63rd. Yep. And he was a 6.4. Let's see. 27 minutes played, 7 out of 10 accurate passes, 16 touches, 2 out of 3 successful dribbles. Yeah, that sounds pretty. Yep. 2 subs for Saint-Laurent. That Tunisia game he started, though. Yep, and he played very well in that game. I thought he was the man of the match in that game. Now, of course, that was Tunisia, but, you know. Well, that's not a good look, actually, now I think about it. Well, actually, now that you make me think about it, that's not really a good look. But he was really good, considering how bad Tunisia was at the World Cup. Free kick for Saint-Laurent. Still 1-0. Here's a free kick. Let's see what they get out of it. 65th minute. Played over the top. Header down. It's out for a goal kick. Marsh has to change the formation. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it's certainly until Kone, Okedekun is coming on, and Becker's coming on for Forge. I mean, definitely until Kone and Flores come back, he's got to change the formation. Does that completely make sense? Probably not, but either way. Hannibal Mejbri, he's a good player. Tunisia sucks. Nathan Ordaz is going to DC United. Yep, saw that. Now, of course. Oh, and by the way, Hervé Renard is not even staying with Tunisia. He walked away. Why not even try 4-3-3? I mean, I would. I think we're probably better suited for a 4-3-3. But then again, I think we're better with one striker and a number 10 and a dual pivot in the midfield. I agree with that. Even with Kone and Flores and then a back four, and we could still press with a 4-3-3. And maybe if you want to put Promise as more of a striker, depending. Oh, by the way, Dillon, if you're here, bad news. Aston Villa is paying a $70 million pound package to get Johan Manzambi. Johan Manzambi to Aston Villa. 67th minute. That's going to be cleared away. Lol. So he's not going to Newcastle, but at least he won Liverpool this time. Playing forward, Saint-Laurent plays it wide. Liverpool about to get Barcola. Should get Barcola. I don't blame him either. Tunisia is a disaster. I don't blame him either. They're a disaster. Like, he got a 2-game. He got to be at the World Cup for the 6th straight time or whatever, and he got to walk away. And he got to nope the F out. Water break, 69th minute. I mean, they're a disaster. And they didn't want to give him what he wanted. They didn't want to give him the control. They didn't want to pay him the amount of money he wanted. He walked away. Well, it's going to be a mid-season for Newcastle at best. Well, at least Chelsea is. Y'all are finished in a similar position to Chelsea. I believe that things are going to go well for Chelsea this year. I think Xabi Alonso is going to at least get them into the top 4 and win a cup, if not both the domestic cups. If not, maybe pull Antonio Conte. I'm not going to go too far, but I believe Xabi Alonso can win Chelsea a domestic treble. I believe it. The 2 cups in the Premier League. I believe he could do that. I really do. I believe he could pull Antonio Conte. I really believe that. It's a possibility. If not Arsenal. Or Arsenal could just win the league. Either way. But either way, y'all, though, I don't know if y'all are going to get back into Europe at all when it comes to Newcastle. It's going to be tough. 70th minute. This is kind of cool. In Brazil, school holidays will coincide with the 2027 Women's World Cup. Law also allows the federal government to make Brazil game days national holidays. That is cool. That is awesome. That is awesome. June 24th to July 25th, 2027 will be the Women's World Cup in Brazil. That's going to be fun to watch. I don't know why y'all are saying, like, there won't be multiple World Cup games. Why people are saying, well, there won't be any multiple World Cup games per day until June 2030. Technically, you're wrong. June 2020. Technically, June 2027, you have the Women's World Cup, which has multiple games a day in June of 2027. Then, of course, well, we don't know about the Club World Cup. That might be in November, December of 2030 or 2029. They might actually go to Qatar. I don't see how the leagues would let this happen, but okay. There's no way. I don't believe that shit until it happens. I think Mexico and the USA are still more likely, or Morocco for that matter. There are no ways the leagues are going to stop to let 4 teams at best from each league go to the Club World Cup. It's not happening. So they could go to Qatar and play a Club World Cup. It is not happening. And you could say, well, then the leagues could just force the U21 teams of those clubs to play in those games. Maybe. You think they're really going to do that, though? That would shoot them in the foot. And that'd be unfair. And you think the clubs would like that? And you think the clubs are going to turn around and say, okay, that's fine. We'll play our U21s for the month we're gone and basically just fuck the league for us. But since you want to play, it's not. I know Qatar can spend the money. It makes no sense. At least club football, every team was losing players. And it was to the nations. So the clubs had no problem with it because it was like, okay, we get a break for our players that don't make a World Cup. And the players that do make it can play for their nation. Club World Cup for a Qatar Club World Cup in late 2029 makes no sense. Now, MLS will be on a winter break already. So no worries there. The teams who go from MLS are going to be playing at the Club World Cup. Mexico will be close to their break between the Clausura and Apertura, or the Apertura and Clausura, so no problems there. But then you got the European leagues who don't break unless they just make their Christmas break longer. But didn't the Prem get rid of their Christmas break? Or did they add one? Either way. Again, it doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I don't believe the Qatar shit. Yeah, they can spend the money to have the Club World Cup, the big one. Yeah, they can spend the money to do it. And FIFA might want the money. But you can't confirm it until the clubs are like, okay, fine. We'll either stop the league for a month so you can take 4 of our teams to play a Club World Cup for a month, or they make the U21s play, but then the clubs are going to raise hell because why would the clubs want to basically throw away their season to play a Club World Cup by playing their U21s? Shot, goal! Oh my God, Saint-Laurent ties it! Oh my God! I saw it coming. Saw it coming. 1-1. What a shot. Saw it coming. I told you my spidey senses were going off. 1-1. What a shot. That was number 10. Rickson Aristilde scores. Rickson Aristilde scores for Saint-Laurent. What a shot. He runs into the box and puts it into the far side of the net. Wow. Wow. 75th minute. 1-1. Hey, Saint-Laurent's been working for that one. 2-2 on aggregate. Wow. Mexico has officially submitted a bid to host the 2029 FIFA Club World Cup. Good. 1-1 Forge's ass. I don't know why they're playing like this. Lunch pail. Hey, it is what it is. I don't know if they're winning on penalties. Let me look up the Can Champ rules. There we go. Boom. All right. Format. Oh, extra time and a penalty shootout. Oh. So we have extra time. If this ends tied, we're going to extra time. Oh. Oh, they added extra time. 77th minute. Playing forward. That's out. Well, I want a goal. Damn. Okay. Ford's doing a TFC. So there is extra time. Oh my God, really? Can we score then? Somebody? Forge, come on. Why are y'all choking, man? First 1-0. 1-1. Hope they submit a bid to host the 2038 World Cup. That was a nice goal, too. I agree. So there is extra time. Okay, I thought it was straight to penalties. Really? 77th minute. Okay. Saint-Laurent on the ball. How old are you going to be? I will be 38. I'll be 38 in 2038. 38. Don't make me feel older than I already feel. I'll be 38 in 2038. That's out for a throw-in. Header. Good play. Can we somehow figure this out? Come on, Forge. Y'all had all these chances to score. I'm not saying this is as bad as the first leg. Y'all actually look like the better team for the most part, but Saint-Laurent keeps fighting. This is crazy, man. Playing forward. First leg was garbage, comparatively. Playing forward. Here's Forge. Wow. It's out. Corner. And Infantino opened a door for the 64 team World Cup. Substitution. France is playing Wednesday or Tuesday. Mobabuli and Fillion. Maxime Fillion. Mobabuli. 80th minute. Masunda's off. and Aromatario for Babuli. France is playing on Tuesday. Did you not watch the first quarterfinal? Either way, corner for Forge. Tabi is on for Morsley Medine. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. And I guess if it's tied, we go to extra time. Ball crossed in. Header. Oh, what a save. Corner. Forge make it 2-1. Am I really that behind in this case too? Jesus Christ. Or are you asking for them to? Ball crossed in. Brought down and cleared. Berthaud comes up. This isn't France, Spain. That's Tuesday. '81st minute. I said that's Tuesday. It says Forge Saint-Laurent. Read the damn title. Can you read or do you have the reading level of a 2-year-old? 82 minutes. Sharp save. What a save. '82 minutes. Header. Playing Ford. Forge gets free kick for Forge. 82nd minute. Can they win it late? It said Forge versus Saint-Laurent. Can you read? It's always said that. '83rd minute. I don't know how you get France out of Forge, but okay. Header. Goal kick. Yeah, it's on you. Playing Ford. Forge picks up the ball. Throw in for Forge. '84th minute. Long throw. Headed on. Falls down. Cleared away. Get forward. Forge. Oh, down the touchline. Free kick for Saint-Laurent, 85th minute. Can Argentina beat England? Yeah. I don't know exactly where I'm going to predict which, but either way. Huh. '85th minute. Playing forward. Advantage played, 86th minute. I don't know. Playing down. Offside. 86th minute. I have no idea. Oh. 86th minute. Saint-Laurent shoots the ball over the bar. Be a goal kick. Can Forge win it late? Is Forge your favorite CPL team? Yes. Forge is my favorite CPL team, yes. Favorite team overall? No. Favorite team in the CPL, yes. Playing forward. Throw in. You can watch whatever you want to watch. It's on the channel. Is there one team you support over every other? Toronto FC. Playing forward. They're garbage, but 88th minute. That's my team. That's my team. They're garbage, but that's my team. Free kick the other way. Absolute trash. Absolute trash, but what can you do? 89th minute. Guess we're gonna get extra time. Ah, damn. Cross in, off the post. That's a goal kick. Trash, but my trash is what I say. Fair enough, yeah. Why'd the World Cup go by so fast? Because when you're having fun, time flies. And when you're getting older, time flies. We're both getting older and we're having fun. That's what happens. You get older, time flies faster. You're having fun, time flies faster. We're getting older and we're having fun, so it's going to fly real fast. Offside. Free kick taken, 90th minute. Can somebody just win this game? Free kick for Forge in the final 30 seconds of regular time. And we'll see how much stoppage time we get, but it ain't going to be too long comparatively. Oh, it was almost a month. It was over a month ago at this point. It is a month ago. It was a month ago. Holy shit. Playing forward. 90th minute. How much stoppage time? Can Forge get a late winner? 5 minutes of stoppage time. Gets through. Fillion, top of the box. Blocked away. Advantage played. Free kick for Forge. 91st minute. How are you finding the new offside rule? I love it. I love it. I love the new offside rule, and I love the video support. That's the way it should be. I think it's better than this ticky-tack. Oh, his toes offside. I like the daylight offside so much better. If that's what if we're going to use VAR to like look at everything, we need a daylight offside, in my opinion. So, and I love the fact coaches can challenge things. You have video support. The coaches' challenges, I love those as well. I'm very happy with the new rules, and I can't wait to see them across the world, not just the CPL. Free kick, Becker takes it, chips it over the top, headed down and saved. Goal kick. $92 minutes. Oh, well, Conor McGregor didn't blow out his ACL. It sounds like he goes extra time, but per Wikipedia, it goes extra time, but maybe it's straight to penalties. I mean, Can Champ has always gone straight to penalties until recently, so if it does go to extra time. 92 minutes, so. Throw in, 93rd minute. Playing forward, headed away. Saint-Laurent's. Oh, that's lame. I would rather just go straight to penalties. I don't want to spend another hour watching this game. Playing forward. 93rd minute. Cleared away. Shot. Goal! There you go. And it's Antoine Batiste who puts it away late. Let's go. It was garbage, but I don't care. Antoine Batiste, baby. Puts it away, center of the box. No extra time. They gave us a scare, but Antoine Batiste does the job. Puts it away, the center back. Oh, Lord. Thank you very much, Antoine. Boom! And there's no VAR in this tournament, so even if that was 2-1 Forge, 3-2 on aggregate. Who needs extra time? Bang. Let's go, Antoine. Antoine Batiste with the goal. Assist from don't exactly see who the assist came from, but who cares? It counts. 94th minute. Final minute of the game. Get the ball out. Just kick the damn thing. What are we doing? Get that ball out. Get it out. Get it out. Run, 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 run. Okedikun doesn't get there. How we doing, Maha? Forge made it so much harder than it had to be. I agree. I mean, they were good today, unlike the first leg. They looked more like the Forge we know and love today. It's just they couldn't score until they scored the second minute. They couldn't score until stoppage time. Other than that, Saint-Laurent made it tough. They definitely did. They're a good team. They're a very good team. but especially for League One Ontario, Noah Jensen with the assist. Okay, Noah Jensen with the assist. Run! 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 Put it away! Cross, blocked away. Try to get it to a Ketakun. Doesn't go to him. Go. 95th minute. Get back! Well, I mean, there was an extra minute for like the 30 seconds after the goal and all that and the celebration. It should be over very soon. But either way, pass the ball. Full time. It's over. Forge to the semifinals against the winner of Supra versus Atletico Ottawa. Of course, the second leg of that's on August 11th for some reason. But either way, guess there's some sort of scheduling conflict in Ottawa. But either way, full time, 2-1 Forge, 3-2 on aggregate. They're moving on. Saint-Laurent gave them all they could handle over 2 legs, but in the end, Forge wins. Thank God it's not extra time. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. With Fancy Super for that one. Well, you're in luck. They won 3-1 in the first leg. They did play the first leg on Wednesday. They won 3-1, so you're in luck. If Ottawa doesn't blow it, or if Super doesn't blow it, either way, Forge are 2 games away from a Canadian Championship final. Their second ever Canadian Championship final, mind you. Of course, that 2020 final counts. That they lost on penalties to TFC back in 2022 because it took till 2022 to play it. Either way. First full tournament final if they win that tie. But either way. Which I hope happens that way. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Hit that hi button to put this up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. And we already reviewed the first leg, but maybe overall I'll give my thoughts about the tie completely again. But within the hour, we'll review this match. Then sometime later tonight, I will upload the quarterfinal, FIFA World Cup quarterfinal recap, semifinal predictions video. I'll record that after I upload the Forge video, but I'll save it for a couple hours so the Forge video could at least get some views. It'll get a head start a little bit. Either way. But we'll have that video coming up. Monday, we're live and reviewing for the MLB Home Run Derby because the Vancouver Whitecaps Calgary tie is way over. That's over. It's 4-1 Vancouver Whitecaps. It's over. I don't care if it's Bruce Meadows. It's over. The MLB Home Run Derby on Monday, live RSR. Tuesday, we have France versus Spain, live RSR, and the MLB All-Star Game, live RSR. We're doing both. Wednesday, we have England-Argentina, live RSR. And then the semifinal recap later that day, about 8 or 9 o'clock, that'll come out on Wednesday. Thursday, we have CF Montreal versus Toronto FC, the MLS 401 Derby. MLS is back, live RSR. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm not really looking forward to it at all. Friday, we have the FIFA World Cup final prediction video and third place prediction. We'll spend about 2 minutes on that. Saturday, we're live and reviewing the third place game. And then Sunday, we're live and reviewing the F1 Belgian Grand Prix and the FIFA World Cup final. So that's what the next week looks like. So we have another RSR, 2 RSRs tonight, this game and a prediction video. And then I'll see you tomorrow for the MLB Home Run Derby as well. So we got a filled up week. A lot of World Cup and some other stuff as well. I will see you in an hour. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you. At least Forge won. Made it harder than it had to be, but they played better today than they did the first leg, but they made this harder than it had to be over 180 minutes. At least we didn't go to extra time. Peace.